All right, y'all. You know, last night when I did a video on Meadow selling her own fart jars for 100K, I made a promise to y'all that I was going to do a rant on it, but I've also wanted to talk to you about what it is to sell your own products the right way. Like, let's say if you're into making your own comic book or just, selling your own artwork, or which people are into, you can basically do that rather than selling your own crushable products like fart jars. So the reason why I'm making this video is because one, I have a huge problem with this situation because I felt like you could have done a better job coming up with something different, coming out with your different product, but all of a sudden you're just selling your own farts and people for some odd reason are sipping to you and you're buying their products. Except they don't have a brain to say no. I don't want to buy another that's gross, disgusting, that is very questionable of all things, and yet people will still buy it. Now, look, I am all for selling your own products. It really don't matter what it is, but the problem with that is that if you're from a reality show, if you're just coming out with something ridiculous and it's way more questionable, then you deserve to get clowned on social media because who in their right mind wants to buy fart jars? I mean, it's funny because the stories like this are, continuing to go on the internet, and I'm taking a crack at it, and I'm just telling you my own thoughts and opinions on this as well. And my opinion is selling your own fart jars is a bad idea. Now, based on her personality, I can tell that she has an OnlyFans account, and I'm not going to be surprised if she has that because even if she has a Twitch account, because we all know what they do on Twitch, and I'm not even going to get into details about it. So, but this one really irritates me because I don't like when people come up with some dumb ideas to think that they're selling their own farts and think people are going to accept the weirdness. Like, what makes you think in your right mind to think that people will accept that? And I've said this last night. If a guy wants to date a girl who's investing in different types of businesses, the last thing he would want to stick around is for you selling your own farts. And who in the heck finds that attractive? Seriously, I'm asking questions here. Someone please tell me something in the comments. But this one's really, just embarrassing because I feel like it's an embarrassment to women all over the world, and I don't know if they were raised different, they were brought out differently, but I don't think they wouldn't go out of the way to go and just do some extra stuff, especially on social media. And we all know how bad that turns out, right? Look at what happened to Bella Delphine selling her bath water. Look at how that turned out. We all knew that didn't last long, and people got sick because of that. And now this woman right here, she's about to go through the same thing by having people get sick because of her own product. I mean, seriously, I need answers because if I remember correctly, if you want to sell your own product, you need to do it right. Don't just go on the internet and just sell some questionable products, especially fart jars of all people. Like you're just putting your own health and your life in danger. You're just thinking, okay, I have nothing to do with my life. I'm just gonna fart in a jar and just sell it for 100K. As if you could come up with something disgusting, eating yogurt and pinto beans and whichever healthy stuff that they be eating that causes your body to, you know, flatulent. I mean, if this doesn't scream COVID-19 spreading. I don't know what is, because you're pretty much doing that as well. And I know I'm not gonna get, I'm not can't even get it out. I know I'm not gonna get monetized for this. I don't care. I'm saying what I need, what it needs to be said, because I'm just done with society at this point, because you're just I feel like we live in a society where we're just making stupid people famous. The Jake Pauls, the Island Boys. And now you got people selling their own gross products, fart jars, bath waters. I mean, what's worse? The Gen C's selling their own teeth for a few dollars? Like, God. Like I said, if I was invested in my own product, I would probably sell my own art, because right now I'm about to start doing that very soon. At least I'm doing something right for a change, unlike this person right here who wants to sell her own farts. I mean, you cannot get this gross, to be honest. What's your VCO? How you doing, man? Now, at the end of the day, you know, I literally feel like what you're doing is not only disgusting, but you're doing too much. You are way too extra to just do something stupid. You have so much time in your hands right now, and you think what you're doing is gonna last long as far as like selling your own fart jars. And trust me, this is even worse. Is yet to come. Like, I kid you not. And you know what? I just feel like the more I hear stories about this, the more angry I get mentally, because I just don't like seeing people selling their own stuff and thinking that it's okay to, you know, to do that. Because I feel like when men do this, when we do this, y'all, let me tell you something. What's gonna happen if we ended up doing the same thing? Questions? My apologies. So getting back to where I was saying before, we're gonna get questions, more questions, polygraph tests, arrested, in jail, and being charged with scamming people and committing, you know, whichever charges they come up with, try to sell your own fart jars, whatever. If we ended up doing the same thing, just imagine if we were to sell urine, a jar of urine. I can only imagine this is going to get a ton of backlash if we ended up doing the same thing. Because I'm telling you right now, if I did something like this, I would have been in jail for 5 years. Let's be real here. Because if the roles were reversed, it would have been super bad for me if I did something like this. But thank God I was raised right. I was not raised to be this stupid by selling fart jars. I was raised to, do something better and different with myself, as far as like selling different products that involves art and geek culture, like comic books, art drawings, video games, or whatever. Those are the kind of products I'm interested in. But as far as like selling your own fart jars, no. Like, I just feel like people who are not in the right minds will come up with something so dumb, and yet people will find it satisfying and interesting. Like, are you high, or were you drunk or something? Because this is ridiculous, man. I needed to come on here to just air out my frustrations, because I am tired of just seeing people making stuff that don't make sense. And turns out she's not the only one that did it. There are multiple people out there that are doing what she's doing, selling her own farts and making money off it. Okay, I get it. I mean, they are making money off it, but it's still trifling at the same time. Like, you could have just done something better besides fart jars. And man, I'm telling you, man. I don't want to say this stuff, but white people be listen. But white people be coming up with something very questionable, and you'll never see me doing stuff like this. And thank God I was raised right, because like I said, I don't see myself selling, you know, fart jars. I just find it to be weird and just questionable. Now, before I end the stream off, I need you to guys tell me in the comments down below if you have a girlfriend that is talking about investing in a business, would you support her if she decides to sell her own fart jars? Would you support her if she were to sell a fragrance of her draw stains for Sims to be smelling and masturbating to? I know there's going to be y'all in the comments below are going to be telling me you're not going to be doing it, because I know there's going to be some simps everywhere telling me the same thing that they're going to do and support their girl no matter what they do. But if I had a girlfriend that's into stuff like this, I would tell her no. You deserve better. Do something better. Selling your own fart jars for $100K, it's not gonna like get you anywhere. Um, but like I said, I need to ask y'all one thing. Would you support your girl if she were to do what the other girl did? Because I am seriously asking all kinds of questions here. And I'm not gonna leave the stream until I see one comment, whether it's from G Bang, Ash the Man, BGL, or any other guys that I know on YouTube. Will you support your girl if she did something like this? Go ahead. I'll wait for about a few seconds. If not, I'll end the stream, because I know I'm gonna get comments on this later on when I uploaded this stream to YouTube. So it's really obvious. I should have done this another time. All right, I guess I'm gonna end the stream off. But like I said, I just wanted to come here to air out my frustrations on people selling questionable products if they're not really taking everything seriously when it comes to investing in products. So I'm out of here, y'all.